Don't Google it.
That was an accident. Hey. Hey, what up, confidants?
Hello, Tower Bottoms.
Welcome to Confidently Insecure, the podcast where we're absolutely sure we don't know everything. I'm your host, Zach Noe Towers.
And I'm Kelsey, darragh.
Hey, golly, good gosh, Miss Molly. How you doing, Zach?
I'm good. Are you still obsessed with your soundboard?
Having the time of my life. It feels like a third arm. Never letting go. Best decision I ever made.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm good.
yeah?
I'm good. I just had 3 pieces of candy from your cupboard,
Ooh.
and I instantly regretting it.
What pieces?
They were sour turtles.
From Trader Joe's.
Yeah, is that a coveted gummy?
It's a pretty good one.
That's so okay.
Starting out strong.
Gummies are not in my sweet
That's
craving
right.
thing. I'm a chocolate person. I'm a baked, a cookie brownie person. But I outgrew Skittles, Starburst, all those.
Outgrew
them.
As
I
if
outgrew
you're
them.
better than us.
I mean, you said it, not me.
It was more of a question.
Correct. Don't Google it.
Wait, that was the wrong one.
Bing bong.
Housekeeping. Zach Radio. Any housekeeping updates, stories? Anything new that happened to you?
Anything new?
That's like housekeeping. Update us.
That's so funny. I consider housekeeping to be these are the things the admin stuff.
Yeah, this is let's get through the shit so we can get to the pod.
Wow. The shit.
The stuff we gotta talk
about.
about.
I've inexplicably been unhappy. Which is
join the fucking club, Zach.
It's very foreign to me. My meds have treated me so well, and I think Anne, my manager, said this. It's probably the writer's strike.
Probably.
And hearing all of the negative stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's uncertainty again. Not comparing it to the pandemic, but it's you don't know what the future looks like. And it's I'm not even in WG. I'm not in. For those of you who don't know, there's a huge writer strike going on, and you as a consumer won't notice it for a second, but writers obviously are immediately feeling it, and that's why late night shows aren't happening right now. That's why, but content's going to be trickling now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just a bummer.
And it's not going to be solved for a while.
That's what people keep saying, but I don't ever subscribe to fear-based predictions.
I like that.
I had a friend who was Trump's going to win. He's going to win the second term.
No.
He's going to win. It's already he's been, and I was like, what? This isn't helpful. You saying this is not helpful to me.
It's not the parallel universe I'm trying to reside in.
Right, exactly. It's let me be delusional though, and turns out delusional Dan over here was right.
You?
Me.
That's right.
Delusional Dan.
Your name's Zach.
Well,
and just in case you were wondering.
Wait, that wasn't a great update, but that's the truth.
Hey,
how are you?
It's real, baby.
It is real.
That's the real stuff.
I'm gonna have to handcuff you to your chair during this.
Yeah, I get wet. All of a sudden, you're like, no, stop it. Speaking of, for my housekeeping, the reason why we're wearing these collars, in case you're watching on youtube.com/Kelsey Darragh, mine is a black leather collar that says slut.
Mine says fuck me.
It does.
Fuck me.
That's the other thing about housekeeping is it's updates from last week that we need to
Oh, I don't even remember last week.
So meaningful.
What was you mean our whole week or last week episode?
No, what we talked about last week, things we mentioned. I'm bringing it back around.
Jealousy. I've conquered it. In the past 6 days. Yeah.
We're good.
No more jealousy.
I did have a lot of people DM me from high school that were asking who that clip was about, what girl it was about. And if y'all think I'm about to tell you, the fuck out of here. That's between me, her, and God herself.
First of all, how big was your high school? I bet
a lot of people.
How many per class year? I mean, per junior, sophomore, senior.
I want to say total, it was 2,000 kids.
Okay. Mine was 1,200.
I thought mine was 1,200, but it was much lower.
But I can't believe people, did they at least guess who it was? Like make guesses?
No one guessed correctly because this girl went to a different high school.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
But we all hung out with each other and like
So
did
brilliant.
drugs.
Okay,
Yeah.
someone knows.
Anyway, so from last week though, Sir and I went to his first sex party, which was so fun.
Oh my, it's like baby's first sex party.
It
like it goes in
was.
the scrapbook.
And
Like a used condom and
he picks
just
one up
like
off the floor.
it's stuck in. But do you ever see those pages of the like photo albums that you peel
Stick
back
together,
yeah
but
yeah.
it's cum. Sick.
Yeah.
It was a really fun party.
Yeah.
Like 90% of people were under the age of like 35, I would say.
Whoa.
Like young, hot professionals.
Okay.
And
horny.
And this was like this was like the perfect introductory one for someone who had never done it because it was just the right vibes. The vibes were right. The intentions, everyone was there for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Can you explain to me what made these vibes better than other vibes?
There are some club experiences where it's like too many people and too many rooms to where you're kind of just like,
I feel like I'm at Costco.
Down this aisle, anal.
Yeah.
Down this aisle, hot wax play. Like it really is kind of like that. Rooms have like different themes.
That's smart.
But this one was well curated and big open rooms.
Love
so
that.
It didn't feel like you were walking in on someone. It was kind of just like, wow, look at this pile of people.
Is there ever an outdoor feature to
Yes. This one had a big outdoor feature with a jacuzzi.
I would love an open air moment. Maybe not a jacuzzi because
it was funny.
know.
A lot of us who had like made friends went to the jacuzzi in the last like 10 minutes of the party. And we're like, everyone should be required to come dunk in this because it was set to 106. We're like, this is killing all the sperm.
Oh, okay.
All the bacteria.
Sure, all
You're
the
being
HPV.
cleansed of your holy water.
Wow. Yeah, you should be baptized in it at the end.
Like I'll dress up as a saint and everyone walks in. But it was so fun. We're going to another one this weekend.
That's a fast turnaround.
It's spring. Now that it's warm out, people be fucking.
People be fucking.
It's like flowers are blooming.
How is that not a
Dicks
button?
are out.
People be fucking.
We can make it. People be fucking.
Damn. I'm such a sex forward, sex positive person. I am intimidated by the concept of a sex party.
Why?
I don't know.
Huh. Should we ponder on
Should
it?
we probe? If I had to guess, it'd be like I'm not thrilled with my body right now, and I think in a gay sex party environment, I would definitely feel inadequate, and so that just like to me is like a recipe for disaster.
Well, anyone, I bet those perfectly chiseled statue Italian marble men are probably also insecure.
Of course, and that's
very toxic.
That's the catch. Everyone's insecure. Even the hottest guys are like, oh, there's that other hot guy, and it's like. But yeah, I see it as me like a self-preservation thing. That and I'm not incredibly horny these days.
That's right. I was gonna say, because you're sad, do you think your Prozac isn't working? Are you getting boners more often?
First of all, it's Zoloft and Wellbutrin. But sex function has been fine for a while. Sex drive has maintained like I feel like I'm at a normal person's sex drive. I used to be hypersexual.
I am in that phase.
Hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be fucking.
People be
Kelsey
fucking.
be fucking.
Where's that button?
Nope. No, that was perfect. That was perfect.
I'm in my hypersexual era.
I do think I would be down to be a voyeur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then maybe like, because this is the thing. It's always like scarier. You think it's scarier than it actually is.
The anticipation is worse than the thing
and then
itself.
some guy you think is really cute comes over and makes out with you, and then you're like, oh, I forgot I'm hot.
Yeah, I belong here.
Yeah.
Everyone is hot. And like whatever that means to you, like if you're there, you're hot.
You're hot.
Because you're horny and you're naked and you feel good.
Yeah, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, I want to hear a fuck.
People be fucking.
Another funny like housekeeping item that I just put. It's really more like a
don't Google it.
But why, Zach, am I always incredibly horny from like 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.?
It's quitting happy hour.
Shit.
It's happy hour. It's quitting time. It's quitting time, first of all.
You're right.
Your body, your vagina
clocks out.
is like, shut the laptop. and open this personal computer, this hotspot,
this personal device. Honestly, because it's
sure.
like if I don't have a super busy morning, this is kind of funny. Zach and Zach's friend and I, whenever we're talking about masturbating, we always say we have to take a call. We're like, oh, sorry, I was on a call. Like if
That's
I
not
missed
my
your
joke.
text. No, this is me and Darren's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's come to that. The guy that I'm cheating on Zach
wow,
with.
the affair. She brings it back up when I had almost forgotten.
I was just about to be over it. But we'll say like, oh, I was on a call. So if I don't have
you two both
yeah, we both
jerk
have
off a lot.
Yeah.
He really does.
So do I.
Damn.
This is why we can commiserate and not feel as bad because we're like, hey, did you take a call this morning? It's like I had 3 calls. Anyway, so
one of them was a Zoom.
So if in the morning, if I don't have a busy morning, I'll take a call.
Okay.
But if I don't, which is like 4 out of 5 of the days, at 5 p.m.
you need to take a call.
And I don't even want to take a call. I want to meet up in person and have a meeting.
I'm scared because it's getting close to 5. And I feel like I'm going to be chopped. I'm going to be fucking attacked.
I can't. Okay, let me try and explain this. It's like I go sit on my couch. I'm watching.
That code for something?
No, that's just actually sitting on the couch. And I'm watching something, trying to unwind, maybe think about what I want to do for dinner. And I am like the first guy that messaged me on Bumble, I'm inviting over to have sex with.
That's the feeling or that's the action?
Feeling. That's the feeling.
But how many times have you done it?
Once.
Was it the guy with the good hands?
Mm-hmm. That was the first time that I was like, hey, I don't ever do this, but come over right now.
And he's like, I don't either. You guys both fucking sluts acting like virgins. I don't either. I've never. What's your address?
It says it on my collar,
yeah,
baby.
Slut. Fuck me.
But I don't know what it is. Someone said it's witching hour. Also, like the sun's going
witching
down.
hour is like midnight to like 3 a.m. or something. It's not It's not the same as Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville hours.
I think witching hour is actually like the dusk before the dawn.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That would be like 4 a.m.
Yeah. But there's something about like girls getting their zoomies out. From 5 to 7 p.m. We crash. We get silly, goofy. We zoom.
But you come.
That's the thing. Is
that's
like,
the zoomie?
I'm trying to. I don't know why. And then once it gets past 7, it's too late. I'm not putting on makeup. I'm not putting on a cute outfit to come out for a date with you.
That's fascinating.
But from 5 to 7, if I can line them, I'm sinking them, baby.
Wow. Does Sir know this? Or does Sir get
that your mouth or
yeah? It's like, this is a fun fact. I don't burp ever, but I gurgle. Little things go. Don't Google it. I'm so serious.
How could you possibly gurgle and no burp?
It just it like breaks up on the way to my chest.
I guess that's healthy. It sounded like The Ring.
And honestly, the only time I burp is milliseconds before I throw up. It'll be like, so like every time I go to like, someone will be like, no, just swallow air and like burp. Every time I go to do that, I'm like, I'm going to throw up.
Oh,
like
fuck.
Maybe my burp muscle and my throw up muscle are like
two different,
like attached at the fucking ass.
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out your butt.
Wait, this is so interesting though. I was going to say, does Sir take advantage of it or does Sir get a pass anytime?
Well, here's the thing. Well, definitely Sir most likely gets a pass anytime because his gym's right down the street for me. But unless I have like plans with another person already. But like sometimes you want something new.
Oh my God. Do you know who you're talking to?
You want to hit some new shit.
Yeah, dude. Inject the dick right in my veins.
Yeah. And so that 5 to 7 witching hour is usually reserved for strangers. There's something about someone swiping to you being also so incredibly horny that they stay in the app to be messaging with you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have Grindr. So.
Okay. So this is my experience of
your Grindr,
our Grindr, and like to be like, oh my God, he's giving you attention.
Is this Tinder or Bumble or
Bumble?
Okay.
Tinder's for grossies.
Oh really?
Yeah, at least in Los Angeles.
Interesting.
You stay on Bumble, Raya, Field.
No Hinge either.
People fucking love Hinge.
Really?
They
Why
fucking love Hinge.
you have a disdainful look on your face.
It's too many things.
What do you mean?
You can swipe, you can comment, you can go through the line. You have to comment on a picture to talk to somebody. Then you got to go message the bitches that be already chatting with you.
You have to go on like a quest.
Yeah, it's like they really kudos to them. They have found a way to get you and make you stay in the app.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like solve this riddle if you want to see the dick.
Exactly.
Wow.
Anyway, there was no follow-up to that. It was just curious.
Well, reach out to us if you too are affected by like accelerated genitalia
Witching
between
hour.
5 and 7.
Yeah. I saw a funny TikTok that was like that was like a guy talking about his girlfriend being like, I've learned that from 3 to 5 p.m. for no good reason at all is no good feel good, or like poo poo no feel good time. I can't explain it, but women for some reason from 3 to 5 p.m. is no good poo poo time.
I relate to that. A comedian even said like, she's like, let's get rid of 3 to 5. Like, is anyone using that?
No.
Like, let's just skip it. And it's true.
That's so funny.
3 to 5 is such a fucking weird. Although as someone who works at night, I actually cherish 3 to 5.
Why?
Because it's like still
pregame.
It's still like 3 hours before my show usually. So I'm like, oh, it's 3. I have like 3 solid hours to do it. Yeah. To literally to match with someone on Bumble,
eat,
and just
You match with someone on Bumble?
I don't know.
Is that you attempting to relate to me?
No, I was trying to like bring you into the conversation.
Thank you. I feel so included. Speaking of, talk. Do you have any TTTs?
So the curse of never shutting my goddamn mouth is I can't remember if I said this already.
Go on.
That everyone has 3 versions of themselves.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to say 3 buttholes.
Why?
Because you're the one that taught me about 2 buttholes.
The second ring. Like the second hole.
I thought you were about to be like, I found out.
The third.
Like a new Lord of the Rings out this summer.
I was sitting on a plunger, and before I knew it, I had unlocked the secret hidden chamber. No. Okay, well, this is much less interesting by comparison
I'm so sorry.
I'm like a cow, but instead of 4 stomachs, I have 4 buttholes. Okay. 3 versions of yourself.
Okay.
Each one has its own butthole, I suppose. Okay.
I'm gonna have to loosen this collar because I'm laughing so hard, like my neck is getting swollen.
Okay, so the first version is like the social version. This is the version that people would see on social media. It's the version that you present when you're in public spaces. It's how you want to be perceived.
Okay.
That's the first one. Then the next one is intimate. That's how like you see a different version of me than I put on social media, and vice versa. Like behind closed doors, you and I act differently than when we do at a party. You know, then it's like, okay, we're in social.
Yes.
And then the third is secret. And it's the version that only you know about. Isn't that fucking weird?
I hate that last one.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Tell one right now.
Oh, never. I absolutely not. But it is like that, like demented, like the thoughts are like, if I said this out loud, I would be kicked out of the village.
Yes. I'll tell you one. And I maybe have touched on it some fucking podcast interview somewhere along my life, but my third person secret thought is that I'm a bad person.
Oh, well, that's true though. No, okay, wait, but let's probe into the second butthole.
It's just that, like, I'm a bad person for wanting success. I'm a bad person for wanting money. I'm a bad person for wanting to be liked by people. I'm a bad person for doing what I do for a living. Like, everything, like, am I genuinely being nice to this person, or do I want to be seen as a good person? Therefore, I'm a bad person.
First of all, I don't think that last thing is that simple.
Okay.
Because, like, for me, it's like, I don't care if you secretly hate me. If you're being nice and presenting as nice, like, that's what I care about. Like, your actions are way different than like what. Yeah, if you get a charge out of being nice, great.
Yeah.
But no, you're not. First of all, you're providing a service to people for free most of the time
Very
that
true.
literally brightens their day. I would say you're one of the most selfless, important creators for sure.
Don't compliment me that way.
You know it for sure.
But that's
for sure.
when you say you know it. I'm like my instinct goes like, but I'm a bad person, so why would I believe that?
Oh wow,
I don't know.
That's
What's one of
deep.
yours?
Well, I just constantly am embarrassed for being white.
Ooh, that's a big one.
And
I hate
that's
it.
not even that secret, but it's like I literally get it's white guilt, but it's like I get fucking physically grossed out by the behavior of white people and the fact that I'm going around with translucent skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm like
Aryan.
I'm trying my best. I swear to God, I'm not the worst person. You know what I mean? Maybe it's also
God you're
bad.
gay.
You know, it's like, oh my, seriously.
Thank God. You would be a nightmare straight person.
I think so too. A little guy with a like Napoleon comp. Well, I'm not that little.
Yeah, I was like, what? Maybe just feel a little amongst all those men.
I'm trying, but yeah, I just thought that was fascinating.
Guys, comment below if you want Zach to be forced to go to a Ren fair with me on Sunday.
Oh, where'd that come from? Oh, wait. And also, it will have happened already.
Oh,
you
shit.
Silly goose.
I'm such a fool. Well, that'll be next week's housekeeping.
I am curious. Okay, so Kelsey just sprung on me that she's like a Ren fair person, which feels like it should have to be disclosed at the beginning of a friendship.
I never said I was a Ren fair person.
You said you're obsessed with them.
I've never been able to go.
You said you wanted to live in that time period.
Yes, if I had a choice, that's the period of time I would live in. And I've never been to one, so I'm really excited. How fun just walking around in a slutty castle costume, eating turkey legs.
Okay, this is where
Ooh?
I'm intrigued. Is the food. I think they might have some like gnarly, yummy. Although you just ordered $50+ worth of fresh living.
However,
Kelsey just ate a meal of zucchini and nuts.
Yeah, that was going to be my TikTok taught me. No, actually, I remember mine. My TikTok taught me is that cravings usually last 7 minutes. So if you can get through 7 minutes,
I can't. So next,
let me see here.
Wait,
no,
7 minutes. Who is so bored that they timed it?
Scientists.
I don't think scientists are managing their time correctly.
Don't Google it. It's 7 fucking minutes. And guess what? It happened to me today when I was walking around the grocery store. I wanted a piece of cake in the bakery. I said, hey, finish this boba tea you got. And if you still want it, you come back. Guess what? It was more than 7 minutes later. And I went, bitch, I don't even want a piece of cake.
Yeah, because boba is like,
it was
full
sparkling
of sugar.
It was a boba place, but it was a tea that I got. It wasn't our usual boba spot. It was a new place.
But I think the boba, did you get like tapioca balls?
No, it was yuzu sparkling.
Okay.
Tea.
I will say one of the best hacks in general is to not go to a grocery store when you're hungry.
Correct.
Oh
I was
my
thirsty.
God. Did you also know that the hungrier you get, the more your body screams for just like fat and sugar?
Yes, like carbs.
Yeah, so it's like you're past the point of like a Cobb salad. You need like fucking meat and cheese and like eat that Snickers like right now.
Bread.
Yeah.
That checks
Peanut
out.
butter and jelly sandwich.
Penis, butter, and jelly.
Penis, butt hair, and jelly.
We just created something there.
I'm gonna serve that at my wedding.
Okay. Hey, should we do a dating no filter?
Yeah.
We haven't done one in a minute.
Can you guys tell yet that we have a really flimsy topic for the pod?
It's not flimsy.
It is. Just don't lie to them.
I think it's fun.
I think it's great.
All right, bitch, let's just go straight to the episode.
No,
too late. I'm
Dating
going
no
to play
filter.
it too late. Okay, guys, this episode is super fun because what did you call this?
I don't know.
You called it like a life check-in.
Yeah.
Update.
What did I like a life?
Like, who are you now versus who you thought you were gonna be?
Yeah.
So we've come up with a list of categories of things that are fucking crazily different, hopefully, from when we...
What if I was like, I have 4 kids? Just as planned.
Like it's good to take inventory.
I have said this before and I'll say it again. A business that does not take inventory goes under. Period.
Bitch.
Period.
And whenever, I'll never forget when my ex-boyfriend from high school was like, you went off to New York City, you went to Los Angeles and you changed. And I looked at him and I said, I fucking hope I've changed. You should not be the same person. You were in high school, that you were in college,
that you were last year.
Your Saturn return.
Dude.
27 to 30 is a momentous year.
Level the fuck up.
Yo. Okay, so let's go through some funsies categories.
Okay.
Remind the good confidants where you grew up.
St. Louis, Missouri.
And what was your environment that you grew up with? Family, parents still together, brothers, sisters?
I am the middle of 3, older brother, younger sister. Parents never expressed love towards each other. Divorced when I was 10.
I didn't know that they were divorced.
Oh, very, very. And up until like 5 years ago, could not be in the same room. Yeah, it was bad.
Enough time had passed.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, no, poor. I was very poor.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm laughing because that was like what you put an emphasis on. You're like poor, very poor.
You don't understand because you grew up with a lot of money.
You're absolutely right.
Everything.
I am the asshole in that scenario.
Yeah.
Just the way you said it made me giggle. I'm sorry. Poor, very poor.
Very poor.
Very poor. Did you know you were poor?
Yes.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
There's no way.
My mom grew up, but that's because she didn't have internet. My mom says she had no idea that they were like poor until she left at 17.
I mean, were other people rich around her?
They were no. She lived in like a poor city.
That's why she didn't know she was poor. She wasn't poor. She was
like everybody else. Yeah, living in poverty.
No, I definitely had friends with like one of my friends had an elevator in his place.
Whoa.
One of my friends had an indoor pool. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, there were like disparities in income, but I lived on like the wrong side of the tracks, basically, of my school district. So I still went to like this very cute public school, but I was one of like the poor kids there.
Okay. And I grew up in Tampa, Florida, middle class to upper class family. Mom was the breadwinner of the family. Didn't realize that was not normal or that we were in the upper class until my parents bought my sister a Mercedes for her first car. And I was like,
That's what made you suspicious?
Yeah, because like you grow up in like a country club neighborhood. Like all the neighborhoods look the same. Like everyone's job is like in the same, I guess tax bracket.
Okay.
And then like, public school was when I really started to kind of see.
Oh, you went to public school?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Hello.
Why do you say it like that?
Because you can go to charter school in Tampa and it was like very different. It was like
Good
religious,
different or bad different?
Religious rich. My parents were like, no, we're not going that far.
Okay.
Just go to public school.
So you're a rich public school girl.
I hate to use the word rich because it sounds gross, but like we were definitely wealthy and I took advantage of it, I think.
That's like a rich person thing to say too. Like we were well off.
We were
comfortable.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Youngest child, family, parents still together, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So when you were a young child, you can pick what age we're looking back on for this question. Where did you want to live when you grew up?
I would say I went to LA for the first time when I was like 11.
Oh, why?
Because my mom was notorious for entering contests. In 1 week, my mom won a trip to Jamaica for 2 and a trip to anywhere in the US for 2.
What?
So my dad took my brother to Jamaica and my mom let me pick where I wanted to go.
And you picked LA?
Yeah.
You could go anywhere in the world?
No, I said the US.
I didn't hear that. I heard the world.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
US. So
Okay.
obviously it was probably either New York or LA, but I was obsessed with the concept of LA from a very young age. So we went here, spent 3 days in Santa Monica.
Very cool.
Very cool. And I like cried on the last day. I was like, I want to live here. I even took like real estate magazines home. So I could be like, we could afford this one, or like we could sell and go. I wanted to move here so bad. So LA.
Were your parents ever like, yeah, all right, we'll move there?
Looking back, they definitely they were about to get divorced at this point, but my mom like entertained the idea as much as I think you do to get a kid to shut up.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah.
That's very funny because my screen name growing up was California Girl 17. Like I had my sights set on Los Angeles from birth.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't until Gossip Girl came out that I was like, maybe I could still do this, but in New York City. But that was a phase. It was always Los Angeles for me. Watching Laguna Beach, the hills in high school. It was always wanted to be in entertainment. As soon as I realized I wasn't good enough of a singer to be in musical theater, I transitioned that to being like, shut up.
You are.
Shut the fuck up.
You are.
Zach.
Yes.
But yeah, it was obvious for me. I think the biggest thing was like the distance
from Florida.
I was like, how am I going to live on the other side of the country? And I was like, I'll figure it out.
Were you that into your family?
I knew I wanted to get
funny,
the
but
fuck out of Florida. I don't think it had anything to do with my family per se. I was very lucky to travel young all over, and I was like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out.
You're like, you got a taste.
Yeah, which is weird because my sister still lives in Tampa. She went on all the trips I went on. It's just like we had different wants and desires for like our, I don't know,
your lives.
Yeah,
some people like, maybe it's a firstborn thing. They don't feel as inclined to, oh, my brother still lives at my mom's duplex.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't feel as called to wander.
That's, I think, and not all who wander are lost. Okay, next question. Growing up, what did you imagine that your relationship status would be at our age?
Honestly, I think we were all fed at least, okay, we were fed marriage.
Yes.
And when I saw I was gay, so it really
when you saw you were gay?
Well, when I saw on the chart,
when I looked in the mirror,
my doctor got the test results back.
Your diagnoses.
Well, when it's so weird thinking about it because like, yeah, you're like, I'm gonna marry, blank, Abby. Yeah. But then it's like, oh, I'm gay. Let's move some things around. And then it's like
reorganize.
I think at that point thought of like, oh, you have like a love of your. No, you know what? I'm lying.
Oh my God, he's lying.
My parents they did not show me what a marriage would be. So I think I've actually been turned off marriage from a very young age. But I had been seeking a relationship up until recently.
Interesting. And so when you look back on the idea of what you grew up with versus now, do you really think it's a surprise or that anything else turned out different?
That was a very confusing question.
Are you where you thought you'd be?
Oh, you know what? No.
Okay.
But I think I'm in a better position.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hold. Okay, enough for you.
No, yeah. I mean, isn't that like, that's the rub where it's like I think are making really educated decisions these days.
It is very funny to think about like my parents growing up is, thinking about what they had growing up, like 50s, 40s, like white picket fence, women couldn't vote.
Yeah.
Fucking you stay in the home, you Studebaker, you take your kids to you fucking I don't know why everyone's
all
New York City.
You
but
get
like
a donut.
It was like aprons and shit, and like they were different.
I love
they
that.
were free love, drugs.
What drugs?
Cocaine, weed. Like that was pretty rebellious. And so it only makes fucking sense that we were like, okay, whew, at least we weren't back in the times of like insanity. And then it was like, ooh, no, things haven't really changed that much, but people are just getting more progressive.
Also, I know you want to be in the Renaissance.
Yes.
I think the 70s free love would be a very fun time.
Yeah.
Pre-AIDS,
pre-social meds.
Yes. I mean, yes.
I've recently heard a lot of history about the AIDS crisis and it is fascinating. Why did you laugh?
I've recently heard a lot of history about that.
I was reading a lot.
Like, what fucking podcast are you
Do you
listening
know
to?
that it's a book? Thank you very much. It's like the history of sexuality or some shit. And it's like like gay men, like gay black men got blamed a lot for the AIDS crisis.
Yeah.
But like bisexuals,
Were
they had a lot to do with it.
Oh, well, that makes sense to me.
But they kind of skirted under the radar.
Yeah, because they used their like hetero.
And then they were
facing.
like, well, it was also the first like infighting of queer groups of like lesbians and gay men being like, you guys are playing both sides. You're having your cake and eat it too. And then it was like, and you're responsible for some of the AIDS crisis. And then they were like, okay, so either we exist or we don't.
Yeah.
We're either part of the problem or you're not giving us any money for funding and research. Like, are we or aren't we? And it was like, it would just, the biphobia jumped out.
Wow.
Yeah, I did think that was interesting.
That is interesting. Don't Google it.
All right, next. When you were growing up, what job did you want to have?
Oh my God. So the first one was, I think, storm chaser, because of all my this is so funny, because all of my things were influenced by movies, and there's a movie called Twister.
Bitch, don't I know it?
Oh,
with the balls you jump out of the back.
Dorothy 1 and Dorothy 2.
Terrifying.
So storm chaser, and then it was archaeologist because of Jurassic Park.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh, I want to be an actor. Like, I want to be like in movies.
Yeah, you were like, wait a second, there's a common thread here.
I don't want to like learn anything. I want to be Helen Hunt and like, you know, almost get scooped away in a storm.
Oh my God.
How about
you? 1,000 majillion quadrillion times was always entertainment.
Yeah.
So it was like, what do you want to be? A star.
Yep.
What do you want to be? Rainbow Bright. No, you can't be that. Okay, a star. Like always in entertainment. I thought I wanted to be like, there was a kick in high school where I got super into sports broadcasting.
Oh.
And I thought I wanted to be like the Aaron Andrews, like ESPN, like
no
hottie.
one knows what that means that you're talking about.
Literally.
You wanted to be Andrew
Fuck
Tate?
you. No. Oh my God. Where did you get that from?
I thought you just said it.
Erin Andrews. She was a ESPN reporter.
It's a girl?
Yes. The way you just had so much disgust when you said it's a girl. Now they have so many women reporters, but like at those round tables on ESPN, which you clearly know so much about.
Those.
You love them. A dinner party.
I love any shape table.
I thought I wanted to be one of those people. And then I was like, God, I can't fucking stand talking about men all day.
Here's a little overlap with us again. Freshman year in college, I was pursuing broadcast journalism.
Wow.
Because I wanted to be like kind of like arts and entertainment, MTV vibe.
VJ.
Yes.
That checks out.
But then I switched back to musical theater when I was like, I have to learn stuff?
Yeah,
no.
we both were hosts.
Wow.
And then we both literally were on 2 seasons of a channel on television as hosts.
That's so weird.
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm not. I'm just
your
like,
face.
No, I'm just like, it's weird. You're just presenting information I already knew. But it feels like new information.
As like something revolutionary.
Yep. Sometimes you just need to hear it.
And honestly, one of my bosses once upon a time was like, stop shying away from the fact that like you're an on-camera personality. Like, stop trying to be an actress. Stop trying to like chameleon yourself. You have opinions and you can't shut the fuck up. Like, be in front of a camera.
Wait, but like, I also don't like the idea that this stupid bitch maybe stopped you from acting.
It was a man. Also stupid bitch.
I stand by it.
I got back into acting after I left BuzzFeed full time, and I was like, oh yeah, I still got it. I'm still pretty fucking good at this,
dude.
And then I just wasn't getting auditions, and I was like, you got to full time this.
But you haven't closed your door on it.
No, oh my God, if you wrote a show and you told me you're gonna be in it, I'd be like, yeah, duh.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Okay. What kind of house did you want growing up?
So we had a small house. We had a 1 level, no basement, no upstairs. And so I think I just wanted stairs.
Oh my God, stairs.
Well, you definitely had stairs.
I did not have stairs. We had a 1-story house that had like, it was like 2 parts. It was like a compound. It was like you're on one side of the house or the other. And you could
were mom and dad on one side and you two were on the other?
Yep. And like you would not be able to hear the other person scream.
That's hot.
And that's Florida though too. But bitch, if I didn't envy my rich friend stairs, what was it about? Is it because it felt like a tree house, a clubhouse, upstairs for kids, downstairs for adults?
What was it? Yeah, it was just more house. It went up instead of
and stairs are fun.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something with stairs. Stairs were also like something that we played on
Yes.
when I was younger, like at cousins' houses.
Yes.
Throw stuff down the stairs.
You scoot down them on your butt.
Yep.
You're right. It's something that it was play.
But stairs. And now what's funny, I don't think I need stairs. I think I would like a compound.
As a stair owner now, sometimes when I tell you I have just copy pasted what I have upstairs, downstairs, so I don't have to go get it. Yeah. I have a whole toolkit up here so that I don't have to go downstairs.
Wow.
I've got cords downstairs so that I don't have to come up here and plug it in.
So if you could snap your finger and not be upstairs, would you
get
rid of your upstairs?
Yeah. I only like my stairs because sometimes I believe it's good for my butt.
That's actually science.
Okay, cool.
That doesn't have to be a belief.
What has changed for me is I think I wanted a very like Spanish style, like very Florida house, like Spanish red tiles, like by
like
the water,
half circle tiles.
Yes, like very just like Spanish style.
Okay.
And it's something you'd see in Italy even.
Or Florida.
Y'all who live there know. But now when I tell you I want to live in like Kanye West's clean lined stone.
In a dream world, I would be able to hose down the inside of my house. Like that's the dream.
There's a drain in the middle. Everything just goes. Even my plates are stone. Everything's a dishwasher.
Yes.
100% in like, and you look around my room right now, I could probably get rid of 40% of everything in here and it would still be too eclectic, but I do love color.
Yeah, wait, that's weird.
I know.
That you're not living anywhere near your quote unquote dream.
Because I like having things around me that make me happy.
That's great. Then maybe the Kanye thing isn't for you.
But when I go to places like that, I'm like, God, it feels like a spa.
Yeah, it's
special.
Calming, yeah.
Maybe I need to reserve that for like special moments so that I can have a dichotomy.
Maybe. There's got to be a happy medium, like intensely like wild walls, but then no
kitschy, tchotchke.
Yeah.
Hundo. Here's a fun one. Kids.
I think I used to want them.
I did too.
And now I'm like a plague.
Get them as far away from me. Thank God I got my period today. It was 4 days late and I was panicking.
So talk me through a panic around your period. Is it because you might be pregnant and might have to get an abortion?
And I don't care about the abortion. I'll do one every fucking day.
Same.
It's the bullshit I would have to deal with of like, first of all, your hormones are just fucked.
Oh.
You're crazy.
Because your body's making something.
Yeah. Second of all, having to tell the person.
Would you tell them? I wouldn't. None of their fucking business. Because this is the thing. Nothing they say is going to change what I'm going to do.
If it was a rando, 100% no telling. If it was sir, I'd be like, I want to make you aware that I've made an appointment because I am pregnant and I am having an abortion on Friday. But I want you to know that this is a thing because I care and trust you and love you. And like, that is a thing. I think that's the first time on this podcast I said that I loved him and admitted it.
Does he listen?
Of course he does.
Oh my God, sir. That must feel so good.
He knows. We've been saying it for a minute now, but it just hasn't been said anything on the podcast.
Wait, is there a world in which, and then sir responds with, I love you too, and this may be our only shot at this, please?
No fucking way.
Then what if he kidnaps you? And
I'll kill myself.
No, your hands are tied behind your back. And
I'd get out of that. I'd dislocate my shoulders.
I do actually think you could get out of it.
Bitch, I wish a bitch would kidnap me.
No one kidnap her. You won't. It won't be successful.
It is like trying to bag a wild feral cat. I dare you.
One of those skinless
dare
cats.
you. Yeah, I would rip you to fucking shreds. I would get out of a kidnapping so fast. Anyways, how did we get to my period? Oh yeah, babies. I did want kids growing up.
Do you remember like how many? Like one of each, probably. Two kids.
I don't think I ever believed in gender, but I was like 2 because
you never believed in gender.
I mean, like when I thought about, do I care about it? I wasn't like, I want one boy and one girl. I think honestly, I was like 2 boys because fuck girls. Me and my sister are fucking the worst. They're the worst. And people used to say this shit. I'm sure you've heard a million times with a guy. or no, with a girl, you only got to worry about one vagina. With a guy, you got to worry about everybody else's.
Vaginas?
Yeah, because it's like a boy getting all these girls pregnant, and if you have a girl, you just have to worry about her getting pregnant.
See, but I see it as like if you have a girl, you have to worry about a billion penises.
Oh,
And if you're a
it's sexist
boy,
and stupid, but
yeah,
I
but
just remember that being a thing.
it's also rooted in a lot of truth.
Yeah, because I'm a slut. In case you haven't read my collar,
and I'm a fuck me.
Here's a fun one. What was your thoughts about if you were hot? Like, rate your attractiveness and like your confidence level of your attractiveness from high school to now.
Oh my God. In high school, towards senior year, I thought I was hot.
Ooh,
shit.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
I worked at Hollister. I had the long, swoopy surfer hair.
Yes.
And like I was getting hit on by adults that would come into Hollister.
Hell yeah.
So
that's weird, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah, totally.
Felt good, I bet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very scary because I hadn't fully stepped into that.
Yeah.
And I would say LA, when I first got here, I was like a mega twink. I felt very powerful. And then it dipped for a bit. And like now I'm you know what I'm getting to? I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I am nearing 40 and I look damn good.
You look
for
like
someone
a baby.
who's nearing 40.
To the reverse of that, I'm going, oh no, I no longer look like a child. Every day I'm fighting.
You look exactly the same as when I met you.
That doesn't mean much because I've gotten Botox every 3 months that I've known you, and I dress like a teenager. So I'm desperate here. I'm desperate. I've said this before, but I remember the day of the pandemic when my eyes got saggy.
Stop.
I woke up one morning and I was like, what the fuck? Is my eyelid like drooping?
Wait, did you do the eye thing?
No.
I don't really notice anything. I was
gonna do an eyelid lift. It's because I just went back to wearing eyelashes.
Oh, is that the
I was gonna cut the extra fat on my eyelids off because that's like my dad has it and he literally can't see. His insurance will cover a surgery to cut his eyelids
because his vision's impaired.
Yes, because literally his eye.
Can't you just start saying that?
I could. I mean, I probably will. Realistically, genetically, me and my sister will probably have that. But right now, I don't need to do it. Right now, it'd be cosmetic.
Yeah, I mean, you're gorgeous.
Stop.
So, same question to you.
What? Oh, no, I thought I was so fucking goofy looking.
In high school?
Yes. My sister was hot, naturally pretty. All the guys loved her. I was like weird, tall.
But you just showed me that picture of you in the Ren Fair dress.
Yeah, no, that I was
very hot.
No. I was not the hot girl. I had fucking big ass braces, teeth, no lip filler.
No lip filler. Shocker.
No filler. Oh, bitch. Think about being in high school now and like convincing your mom to get you. Oh, I bet.
Okay. Do you think if I had been getting Botox since I was like 20,
you would look like a baby?
I would look insane.
Yeah, it would look unnatural.
Okay.
Here's a fun one. Did you think you would be where you are today with the stores you shopped at and your fashion influence? You said Hollister, and I immediately went, oh my God, it's cyclical. I bet eventually like cool beach tees and like khakis, the 2000s is already back.
I've seen puka shell necklaces.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this is fucking weird.
It's so weird.
You guys I've seen this before. Like I've lived this before.
They have like thrift stores, but like to their detriment.
Yeah.
Like young people these days.
Oh, sure.
I'm like, you guys have so many choices. We thought we were going to be like Jetsons futuristic out like Xenon. Yo, we're going baggier and baggier.
Apparently it's a 20-year cycle.
Yeah.
Every 20 years it kind of
When's the flapper era coming back? I wouldn't mind that. Little hey, jazzy girl. Hey, little flapper, little feather.
I think every time a new thing is introduced, it kind of hangs. Like if a girl is dressed flapper style, I don't think you would like bat an eye really.
But why has the Jetsons never taken off as a fashion style?
I think because as a human like race, we are not evolving.
We're just like, we're not ready for that. We can go in the past, but we're not ready for the future.
Well, we're still tripping up over pronouns. So like
to be a literal alien is just too much.
Well, like unisex clothing is gay to people, I'm sure.
That's
I'm not wearing that gay, that gay shirt.
Fucking bisexual clothing.
Yeah. And it's like,
I
okay.
live in that. I exclusively shop in the men's sections. When are we gonna get rid of those? Men and women's section.
Yeah.
That's when we'll know we're ready to dress like the Jetsons.
The thing is, girls have tiny pockets, if at all, in
if
like
we're
jeans.
lucky. Yeah.
Why? It's because they're like, we know you don't have money.
Yeah, because you're carrying a dainty little purse.
That I don't like that.
Yeah, tell me about it, sister.
There's nothing better than like deep pockets.
It's like that's like a very gangster thing of you to say.
Yeah.
That's another thing is I was way
I thought
more
I was going to be in a gang.
I was slanging drugs. I was listening to like the rappiest rap of music. I still fuck with Lil Wayne, but I am not nearly as cool as I was.
So
in high
you
school.
thought you were going to be like even more
Thug
ratchet?
life.
For like, wow.
And I guess like for a white person as you get older, that's just trash. Like that's just turning more and more white trash.
Oh, sure. Like selling meth.
Yeah, I would be selling meth.
Damn. I bet that there's so much money there, though.
They should write a show about this. Call it Breaking Bad.
I never watched it. Is it great?
We've talked about this 1,000 times in our friendship. And anytime now you try to fucking rag on me, I'm just going to remind you that you haven't watched Breaking Bad and you get no opinions here.
The number of things Kelsey hasn't seen would
but
put
not
someone in their grave.
Breaking Bad.
It's just
That
a show where they
count.
killed a kid.
All right. Last question for this.
Okay.
What did we think the world around us would be like? Like, did you think we'd have more robotic things and flying cars?
I don't think I was that creative. Like, if you told me that, like, we would have little tiny computers that we
insane.
I don't think I would have understood.
I think I believed back then that we were too far away from even like the idea of self-driving cars. But I remember sometimes teachers being like, in our lifetime, now that we have the internet, we'll have it. And I feel like kids growing up these days, like the rate of acceleration of technology is really
crazy.
Interesting to watch. Yeah, because it's like shown.
Phoenix has self-driving Ubers.
Yeah, I watched it on TikTok.
Fucking
TikTok. We need to add some music in the background. I don't know.
No, yeah, I think I was watching like shows that hypothesize things,
Yeah.
and one of them was like cars will run on garbage. Like you can put like banana peels or like
hell yeah,
some I don't know, like old grease or something in your car, and
don't let old grease you got laying around.
Yeah,
I'm throwing away my oil blotting sheets for my nose. Come on, give her a rub.
The car blows
Sally.
up. It's like too much.
Too ugly. I definitely thought we were gonna have more robotic things like smart house.
Oh my god.
Like technically I could say, hey, you know who? Alexa. She's sitting behind me, so I'm not gonna piss her off. But buy me, add paper towels to my grocery list. Like that is pretty fucking wild that we have that. But I would like to go, oh Chansey, paper towels, please. And they drop from the sky. Or they're dropped off by a drone.
I mean, it's
gotta
be kind of close.
Well, yeah. I think in our lifetime, my biggest fear moving forward is that I won't stay caught up.
I think you should release that because you won't.
Thanks.
I mean,
for your belief.
Honestly, most recently, I'm terrified about this whole AI thing.
Yeah.
Where the guy said it's like, it might be too late to stop it.
Yeah.
And now it will learn and go around like precautions and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary.
We'll be dead before that happens.
I think it could literally happen in the next 6 months.
Oh, well, then I guess we should all just fucking be done with it.
Let's all be fucking.
Let's all be fucking Zach. This was such a fun episode.
It was fun
to learn about you as a child
and you.
What we do, we keep learning things about each other every day, even though I thought I knew everything about you.
I know I don't know everything about you.
I keep it that way. It's my third person secrecy.
One, I just don't listen that much.
That too. Confidants. By next week, we should have our Confident Bottom stickers that you can Venmo us for, and we will send you one donation based. Also, hey, while you're here, Zach, what should they do?
They should rate us unless they're going to give it less than 5 stars.
Then don't rate it all. Why? Because we're sensitive. Hey, happy Mental Health Month.
Oh my God, yeah. And come see me on tour. I'm going to be in Florida.
What?
Friday, June 2nd.
Where?
At Delray Beach.
I don't know where that is.
It's like up from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't be there, but you guys should go.
Yeah.
Okay, Confidants, we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.